Oh yeah, this is gonna be a good one. You're gonna want to buckle up for this one. One guy, 8 hours, full transformation. If you don't have the time or endurance, pause it, come back. I'll be here cleaning. Let's get right to it. Morning, good morning, good morning. We are out here today in a two-bedroom, one-bathroom mobile home. Can't wait to capture some footage for you guys. Just trying to get organized, get set up. Ooh, that's not helpful. Okay, we're walking up here. This is going to be the outside. I'm just trying to gauge how many dumpsters I'm really going to need. Now, I've already done multiple cleanouts with this similar size mobile home, but depending on how size the objects are, how it's going to pack in there, all those variables can change how many dumpsters I'm going to need. My initial impression was I was going to need three 20-yarders. I know it takes me about 2 hours to fill a 20-yarder, so I was figuring that'd be right around 6 hours for this job. Now, one thing I've learned from the past is I tend to be a little over optimistic, and you can't always see everything. So, add on another 20-30% of stuff, and that's more realistic of how long it's going to take you. Oh, good, no carpets. Nothing's worse than having to pull up nasty carpets. Alright, some heavy books. Let's get a good look at the kitchen here. So, I've been better at getting a little bit of a backstory for you guys. The head maintenance guy stopped by while I was doing the clean out, and he advised that this was a gentleman who lived in his mom's house. This was his mom's house, and then he actually ended up getting engaged and left and just never came back. He stopped paying his rent, stopped paying his bills. They've contacted him multiple times, and so they decided to move on. So on one hand, it could be sad that he did at one point live in these conditions. On the other hand, it almost sounds like he moved on. He turned this chapter of his life and didn't look back. This job was actually probably up with one of the higher hazard jobs I've ever done, simply because of the floor. I can see right into the crawl space here, and there are soft spots all over the floors. Alright, let's make our way into the kitchen. Let's check out that fridge. Honestly, not too bad. It's running, which is already a plus. We're going to kick it up a notch. So the structure has power, which is good for me because I can plug in some lamps, helps lighting for the video, as well as allows me to see everything. I try to create a path for me to walk through and clear everything out. My first dumpster is usually all the clutter. The little items, the garbage can fulls. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I can average 2 hours per 20-yard dumpster. These first dumpsters are usually 3 to 4 hours just trying to get everything out. Once I get to the larger items, things go a lot quicker. The only issue is fatigue sets in sometimes, and so moving the heavy objects alone can sometimes be challenging. Some items are beautiful. It's not that I don't see the value in them. I just have to be careful on what I keep, or else I'll become the next hoarder. I do find it odd that a lot of times I find rat feces on these jobs, but I don't ever find any rats. Like this stuff right here. This is classic case of rodents biting through the cardboard. At least that's what I believe. Alright, what's up everybody? We're about an hour and a half into the job, and you can see we're already doing pretty good. I'm making good leeway in the dumpster, jam-packing it so I can fit as much junk as I can. Let's take a look. You'll have to give me some slack. I don't normally talk on the videos while I'm on site. I'm not sure if jam-packing it is a thing, but I'm sure I did it. We're going to move on in here. Let's attack this bedroom here, and we'll get after it. So amongst all the junk in here, I did end up finding a gun cleaning kit. So I made sure to check the drawers. I just wanted to see if I could find any firearms. Unfortunately, I didn't have any luck. As I mentioned in most of my videos, I do most of the cleaning out by myself, but it's not a one-man team. This is a family-owned business, and there's schedulers as well as truck drivers that also help. So I got a phone call that the boss man's on his way to pick up this dumpster, so I have to make a mad dash to fill it before he gets here, and then he'll leave me a fresh one to start over again. I did want to mention this because not a lot of people know this, but a lot of these recliners or even reclining couches have little pins that you can take off the backs. It's usually the case on the manual ones, but not always on the electric ones. Another reason why I love these rubber gloves is because they help grip odd objects. I don't always get the best grip on them. As long as I'm not sliding off, I can usually carry it out okay.
Alright guys, we just finished. Started about 7:30 in the morning and it's almost 3:30 in the afternoon. So about 8 hours. This floor right here is super unsafe. Still a lot of work to do in this place. Everybody, thanks for watching. We did it. 8 hours on the job. It's actually a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom mobile home. See ya.